Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is our another online class. Our topic today is also growth as a function of cell. But what we are going to discuss under growth as a function of cell now is parameters used to measure growth. Examples of parameters that are used to measure growth are mass or weight, length, and area or volume. Mass. The mass is the amount of matter that a body contains on its support. Then mass is measured as wet mass and dry mass. Wet mass is the mass of organism at rest and under normal condition. It is not reliable measurement of growth because it can change freely, because organisms grow from day to day. Then dry mass is the mass of organism after which all water in this organism have been removed, or after which the organism has been dried. This dry or solid mass is a measurement of organism, is a measurement of the amount of living content, that is protoplasm, formed during growth of organism. Then the advantage of dry mass method is that it is the accurate. The advantage of dry mass method is that it is the accurate and reliable measurement of growth. That is, it is the reliable and accurate parameter used to measure growth. While disadvantage of it is that the organism may die in the process of drying. In the process of drying, the heat usually kill organism. Even sunlight kill organism. Sunlight even kill organism in the process of drying the organism. Then length or size. The length can be measured at successive intervals. Height and width also can be measured at successive interval on the same organism. For instance, the length or size of man can be measured every 6 months, or the size of a rat can be measured every 2 weeks. The area of volume. The area of volume is brought about by increase in number of cells, which is also a proof of population growth. Even the area that is occupied, or the volume of land that is occupied by the organism, is a proof of population growth. Let us look at the apical and intercalary growth. I already told you that apical growth is a growth that takes place at the meristems of plants. Then this meristem consists of the terminal buds. It consists of the apices of terminal buds and tips of roots. I told you that intercalary growth is a growth that occurs uniformly throughout the body of a living organism. Now, the certain tissues in which growth takes place are called meristemic tissues. Meristems are found in the root tips, stem or shoot apices, then basis of internode and vascular cambium. This vascular cambium consists of the cells that are responsible for the secondary growth or thickening. That is, cambium cells are the cells that are responsible for the secondary growth. Therefore, a meristem is a tissue which retains the ability of cells to divide by mitosis and forms new cells. In the last discussion, you are already familiar with the meaning of mitosis, that the mitosis is a division of a cell into two identical cells in which each half has the same number of chromosomes and features as those of the parent cells. Then, if you look at the growth which is initiated in the apical stem and apical roots are called apical growth. That is, if you look at this growth that is initiated in the apical stem and apical shoots, they are the apex of this part, that is the apex of the stem and apex of the root. That is why these growths that are initiated at apical stem and apical roots are called apical growth. While the growth which occurs at the meristems of the base of internode is called intercalary growth, because this growth takes place uniformly in this part of the plant. Then the formation of lateral appendage such as root hairs, leaves, floral parts, and development of branching system of stems and roots are associated with intercalary growth. That is, the growth that takes place in this part of plants occur uniformly in this part of plant. That is, the root hairs, the leaves, floral part, development of branching systems and roots they are grown side by side at the same time. That is, they grow uniformly on the plant. Then let us look at the growth and development and differentiate between the two. Growth is the quantitative change which is constituted by the measurable aspects such as size, height, width, mass or weight, area of volume of shoots and roots of plants. While development is the qualitative change which is constituted by shape, size and color of leaves in plants. This growth is controlled by genes. It is always controlled by genes growth, because it is inherited character. Why development is not always controlled by genes? Because if you look at your body growth look fresh if you are eating balanced diet. If you are eating balanced diet, if your parent is eating balanced diet but you did not eat balanced diet, or if your parent is not eating balanced diet because of you and always give you balanced diet for you to live well, as it usually occur, as it is usually take place. So development will take place in your body than those of your parents. That is why it is said that development is not always controlled by the gene, while growth is always controlled by the gene. Now let us look at the differences between the two. Growth is a quantitative measurable increase in the amount of protoplasm, that is, in the amount of cell in the body, while development is the qualitative observable change in the size, structure, while development is a qualitative observable change in the structure or growth of the body. Then the growth or structure of the body going on side by side with growth, that is the growth and development going on side by side in organism. Some part of living organism do not grow with others at the same time. In both plants and animals, the vegetative and somatic parts are first developed before reproductive parts. Example of reproductive part of the plant are seeds and some others, while vegetative parts or somatic parts are leaves, roots, etc. Then these vegetative parts of plants do not grow with other at the same, and these vegetative parts grow with other at the same time. That is, all the vegetative parts grow side by side at the same time, while reproductive parts do not grow at the same time with others. They are part of the body that grow side by side at the same time undergo isometric growth, like leaves of plants, stems, roots, and some others grow at the same time. Therefore, they undergo isometric growth. While the organs or structure in which the growth of one part is different from the rest part of the body undergo allometric growth, like sex part of the body. The sex part of the body undergo allometric growth. Then let us look at the regions of fastest growth in plants. The region of fastest growth in plants are root tips and stem or shoot apices. Then rapid division of cells take place in the root tips and stem or shoot apices. Then the root tip and stem apices can be divided into the region of cell division, followed by the region of cell elongation, and then the region of cell maturation or cell differentiation. The region of division is known as meristem, which consists of the meristemic cells. These meristemic cells can be found in the root tips and shoots or stem apices. The cells in the region of elongation become enlarged to their maximum size, while the cells in the region of maturation attain their permanent size and become specialized to carry out certain functions. I told you that the region of elongation follows the region of cell division, and the region of cell differentiation or maturation follow the region of cell elongation. That is why the cell always attain their maximum size and become specialized at the region of elongation and region of maturation respectively. Then note that stem apices include terminal buds or axillary buds. Then let us look at the factors affecting growth. We have external factors and we have internal factors. Example of external factors affecting growth is availability of nutrients. Availability of nutrients or food. Another external factor affecting growth is temperature. Temperature also affects growth. So the temperature the plants and other organisms need optimum temperature Then there should be nutrients in the soil. Then that is for the soil to grow well in a soil. This soil must contain adequate nutrient that is required for that particular plant. Then light also is another factor affecting growth. If you look at sunlight is one of the factors that are necessary for photosynthesis. Even in the absence of sunlight, it is said that the plant cannot photosynthesize, and this photosynthesis is the process whereby plants manufacture their own organic food from simple inorganic substances by making use of chlorophyll to trap energy from sun. And the conditions that are necessary for photosynthesis are carbon dioxide, sunlight, etc. Then another factor that is that affecting the growth of plants is humidity. This humidity is the amount of water content in the atmosphere. Then the more the humidity in the atmosphere, the more the growth of plant is favored. Then pH of the environment is another factor that is affecting the growth of plants. pH, the power of hydrogen. This pH is a measurement of amount of alkalinity and acidity of the environment or soil. Then for the plant to grow well on the soil or in any environment, the pH of acid and that of the alkaline, that is the alkalinity and acidity of that environment, must balance each other. Particularly, that environment should not be too much acidity. That is, that environment should not be too much acidic. The environment must not be too much acidic. Then oxygen is another factor affecting roots. The roots need adequate amount of oxygen. That is why there is need for the soil to be well aerated, so that oxygen will be always available for the soil. Oxygen will be always available in the soil. There is need for the soil to be well aerated to allow the entry of oxygen into it for the breathing of root hairs. The last one is the carbon dioxide. That is the last factors that affecting photosynthesis is carbon dioxide. Even this carbon dioxide is also one of the conditions that is necessary for photosynthesis. That is, without carbon dioxide, photosynthesis cannot take place, and without photosynthesis, plants cannot grow, manufacture their own food, and cannot grow. Let us look at the internal factor affecting growth. The first one is hormone. We have different hormones. We have auxin, we have gibberellin, we have abscisic acids, and some others. We have among these hormones that are needed for the growth of shoots. We have among them that are responsible for the germination of seeds, and some others. And without seed being germinated, the plant cannot grow. Another internal factor affecting growth are genetic constitution. That is, the growth can be inherited from the parent, or let us say that growth is always inherited from the parents, unlike development. That's that about parameters used to measure growth. Then for your assignments, make sure that you check assignment portal. Assalamu alaikum.